Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. And as always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you'll be the first to know about it. Today, I want to give praise, if you will, to the fine policemen of the Dallas Police Department. Actually, for once in the news, as we can see, it seemed like they actually did their job without having to delete a citizen of this community. Now, if you don't know, a couple of days ago, there was a shooting at, 3 or 4 days ago. It was a Monday, so this is Thursday. Yeah, there was a shooting at Love Field Airport in Dallas. A young lady was dropped off at the airport, and at the time of this story, they still haven't said or don't know who dropped off. But they dropped off at the airport. She went in the bathroom. One of the bathrooms, changed clothes, came out, yelled some stuff, and ended up shooting up in the air. Police came running, and they shot in the lower leg. But I'm gonna read a little bit of this Dallas Morning News article first, and then we're gonna get into why I'm praising and giving the police praise so much. Now, about 5 years ago, I did a video on these two brothers who, whistle blew on the police department, I believe in Fort Worth, over some stuff, and they got reprimanded for it or whatever. But these brothers actually were looking out for the citizens in the community. But here, so 5 years later, we're gonna do a story about them actually, like I said, like I feel, in my opinion, actually did their job correctly for the most part. Can't give them 100% credit, but for the most part. But anyway, Dallas Morning News article says shooter at Dallas Love Field once said she was, quote, God's prophet, wife of singer Chris Brown. As recently as last summer, a Dallas County judge found a woman accused of opening fire inside a terminal at Dallas Love Field Airport was not a danger to others, Dallas County records show. The young lady named Portia Odufuwa, 37, was shot by police Monday after she pulled out a gun at the airport, aimed it toward the ceiling, and fired several times, Dallas police said. No one else was injured. Odufuwa was struck in the lower body and hospitalized, police said. The extent of her injuries was unknown. They say Dallas County Judge Kristen Wade found Odufuwa incompetent to stand trial in a June 2021 misdemeanor case and referred her to outpatient mental health services. Now, that's why I say I'm gonna praise the police, because so many times we have seen these policemen be called to a situation where the person, the so-called perpetrator, has a mental illness. As a matter of fact, the person who called the police say in the 911 call, and even when the police are there, that this person, my loved one, my brother, my son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, they suffer from mental illness or PTSD or something like that, not taking their medications, and they still end up being killed by the police when they should, know how to defuse a situation, which is, why you can tell that the police, I believe, don't get enough training. They say in other countries, before you can become a police officer, you have to have get 2 years of training, kind of like they do with nursing, the nursing program. A lot of these programs in these schools out here. But even like working in a prison, you gotta have 2 years of training before you can actually wield a gun and stuff, because playing with weapons and people's mentality, man, playing people's lives, man, that is nothing to play with. So these other countries take this stuff seriously, and then from the way statistics show, you don't have as many problems with police being out of hand, or even the citizens being so much out of hand in these other countries. But here, you can become a policeman like a matter of weeks, a matter of months. You know what I'm saying? Go figure. But anyway, they say on Monday, Dallas police said Odufuwa was dropped off at the airport about 11 a.m. where she went inside the bathroom and came out wearing a hoodie before shooting. Court records show that she has previously faced charges, including arson, robbery, criminal trespass, and false reporting, all filed in cities across North Texas over the past several years. The outcomes of some of the cases were unclear Monday, though several were dismissed. Court records show she had previously told police she is married to celebrity Chris Brown and that she is God's prophet. So, as you can see, she's had a history of mental illness. Now, did the police know that she had mental illness when they went there and shot her in the lower abdomen? I don't know. Hell, did they even mean to shoot her in the lower abdomen? Because somebody tried to say that she had shot in the ceiling and then shot the police. And then they shot her in the low, and then they shot her. But still, with that being said, they didn't empty the clip in the young lady. They I guess maimed her, as you would say. So diffuse the situation without using lethal force. Now, I'm gonna say this about Dallas police. This isn't the only time in recent months that they actually encountered somebody that was quote unquote wielding a gun and being a danger of menace to society. Matter of fact, I believe this past February there was a young Anglo male running from the police. I think he hit 3 police cars with his car. I think he got out of his car, shot at them 16 times. I think it was they claimed it was 32 bullets total that was shot between him and the police, which kind of makes me wonder, damn, ain't y'all trained police officers? Y'all shot this guy all these times and didn't hit him not once. Where'd the bullets go? That story kind of I don't know. The story's kind of iffy. But he shot the police, and you know how they got him? Chased him down and tased him. And captured him, and they was able to take him to prison. So like I said, that's 2 instances where the Dallas police actually, learn how to use restraint and didn't use lethal tactics. But then again, I did see when they was in South Dallas, I supposed to chase this dude down with no cameras and nobody saw it. But then all of a sudden, the dude ended up dead in the backyard. That was last year too, last couple years. But anyway, we're not gonna go on those. What we're gonna do is stay on topic. So, like I'm saying, they did a good job of not killing this young lady who has years in many cases that were thrown out, but she was deemed mentally unfit to go to trial and say she had a mental illness. Because like I said, I gotta give the police praise, because also that, and I'm gonna read a couple of these stats right quick. It says nearly half of the people killed by police had a disability, and this is a nationwide survey. And I'll put the link in the description box so you can read all this stuff for yourself. It says 1 in 50 U.S. adults suffer from some kind of mental illness, but are involved in 25 to 50% of all fatal police shootings. 25 to 50% of people with mental illness. So basically, these people really cannot help themselves or control how they think all the time. Yeah, you can put them on you can give them medications, you can prescribe medications to these people and they'll take them. But again, you got to remember, these people suffer from mental illness, so they're not gonna take it all the time. And then they say the side effects a lot of times, messes up their mind even worse, where they can't function, but they can function better without the medication, but yet they're unpredictable. But with the medication, they're under control, but they can't function in society. Go figure. Shout out to Big Pharma, huh? It say from 2015 to 2021, police have shot and killed more than 1,400 people with mental illnesses. They say, so like I say, Dallas police did a great job. And when you look at the history of the people that got shot and killed that had mental illness, all of them wasn't black. Now this young lady, she looked like she's black, but she has a foreign last name, so I'm not sure if she was married to somebody foreign or this is who she is. She look American. But that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is that a lot of stories that you read, you go look them up. A lot of them, they be black, Hispanic, white, doesn't matter. People with mental illness, period. They said the police would kill them. And this is a story where they, like I said, it didn't happen. And it has become, I guess, an epidemic recently, as you see in the stats, that really needs to be controlled, really needs to be addressed. Now, recently they came out with a 988 crisis number for, people who want to hurt themselves or people with mental illness, so that the police can come out there with a different mindset of not trying to kill somebody who's holding a screwdriver in the doorway of their own home, and the police feeling threatened. Or some woman have a kitchen knife in her hand, half naked, about to run to the police, and they, kill her because they feel threatened, but don't use a taser. Saw a video too a couple years back. I'm not sure how the video is, of a guy who killed his whole family in the house. He come running out butt naked with a knife, and he's chasing the police officer around the yard, and they didn't kill him. Like I said, I don't know what city or what state he was in, but again, you look at it and you laugh, because I did. But when you think about it, police did the right thing. Because, the police, well, I don't know, because I don't think they knew. Well, did the police know that he killed his mom and daddy? I don't think so. But in the circumstances, he got a knife, police, you got a gun. You can tase him, you can shoot him, you do something to try to bring him down. I think they eventually did tackle him and, took a knife from him. But that's what the police is supposed to do. You're supposed to leave the judgment to the judge and the jury, not to the boys in blue. You understand me? So it kind of makes you wonder, and I'm gonna end it on this. Whatever happened to the Lone Ranger days? Lone Ranger was a Texas Ranger. Was shot, left for dead by some outlaws. He had every right in the world to go out and kill any outlaw he wanted to. Now, this is a story based on a black man out of Texas and Oklahoma. He had every right in the world to go and, kill every outlaw that he saw. But you know what he did? He learned how to shoot with pinpoint accuracy. And when he came in contact with the outlaws, he didn't shoot to kill, he shot him in the hand to disarm the villain, and then take him to jail so justice can be served via the law. That's how it's supposed to be. But most of these police nowadays, you know how they do? Or most of these incidents, I can't say most of these police, but most of the incidents you see, that police doing, they're more like the rifleman. Rifleman shoots you down no matter what in the middle of the street. And suppose everybody know he can shoot with accuracy, because hell, I seen him on a TV show shoot matches out the sky. Shoot matches and make them light on fire. But he shot to kill. Anyway, just think about that. But tell me what y'all think. Am I going, overboard, doing too much by giving these policemen praise? Let me know. But with that being said, like I said, leave a comment below and share it with the world. And I'll leave you in peace. And I'll see you on the other side.